Hello guys, so we want to do a very brief and crude overview or review of this battery monitor here. So we are going to be unboxing it, showing how it is connected. Then we'll also look at the app. So it has an app feature that you can access on your phone, and also look at the capabilities and the various sections of the app that is important in you understanding the readings of your batteries and inverter through this battery monitor. So this is how it comes in this carton. Okay, so when you open it, so you're going to see the warranty card, you see the manual. So before we go further, I just want to mention how you can download the app. So you see this QR code, so you just scan this QR code using your camera and it will take you straight to the site where you can download the app. Then we have the battery monitor itself, so this is it here. Then we have the shunt, so this is the shunt here, which is this. Then we also have some accessories. Then we have cables that you would use to connect the monitor to the shunt. So let me quickly bring it out. Cables you use to connect the monitor to the shunt and connect the monitor to a relay. So there are about 3 cables here. So this one is a relay cable. Then this cable will help you connect the monitor to the shunt. Then this cable is the temperature sensor. Okay, so I'm going to show you briefly how to connect them. Yeah, so you would also notice that there are 2 cables that are missing, 2 important cables that don't come with the package. Okay, because the manufacturers assumed you can find your way around it, but I noticed it's quite difficult for customers or for people to connect it without those cables present. So it is this here. Okay, so this is where you would connect it. So it would help you to connect the negative of the terminal of the battery to the shunt itself. Okay, then we also have this cable with which you would connect the monitor, okay, to the positive of your battery. Okay, so I understand the difficulty, so I always include it with this package, this cable and this cable. Okay, so let us just quickly look at the installation now and see how to install it. Okay, so this is the monitor itself. Okay, so if you look here, so this first cable here is the temperature sensor, so it helps you monitor the ambient temperature, the temperature of the room. So this is how the end looks like. You don't need to connect it anywhere, just leave it on its own. Then these points, so just take note of the readings on the monitor where it's connected. So this cable connects the battery monitor itself to the shunt, okay. Then this one connects the battery to the monitor through the VSNS inlet. Now notice how it is connected so you don't make mistakes. Then we now have the shunts here, and we have this cable. So this is the one I said don't come in the package, but I include it to make it easy for people to connect it. So this one connects from the negative of the battery, okay, to the battery part of the shunt, so to this point, okay, to this point. Then this part of the shunt, so that's where you have the load, okay, the negative of the load. So it's connected from here to the negative parts of your inverter, okay. Then your positive part of the inverter will of course connect normally to the positive of your battery. Okay, so I imagine you have a question in your mind, how would you charge the battery? So it's very simple. So you plug the the positive part of the battery charger here, but you will not plug it here anymore. So you just plug it here. So if you plug the charger here, it will still charge the battery. However, you will not be able to pick the readings of the charger on your battery monitor. So that's why you need to plug it here. Okay, so you plug it here. All right, so now let us look at the app. Let's look at the application. So this is how the application looks like. By the time you download and install it, so let me put on my app. Okay, so by the time you download the application and install it afresh, so you just need to search. So when you search, it will see the battery monitor, then you click on it. So as you can see, the light on the monitor, initially it was blinking, but now it is staying steady with occasional flickers. So right now it is connected. So when it's connected, so you can see various sections here. So you can see the parts that reads the voltage of the battery, that reads the amps parts, the watts. Okay, so you can see some readings here because the inverter is on currently. As you can see here. So let's switch it off. We want to start afresh. So we've switched it off and we should have 0 readings all through. So everything is reading 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so let us talk briefly about the various sections. So this part talks about the voltage, like I said before, then the currents. So this current is the current at which the battery is being charged or being discharged. Okay, so it will show the amps of the current entering from either your AC charger or from your charge controller. And if it is discharging as well, it will also show that reading. Then this point is the power rating at which it is being charged or discharged. So remember that power is current times voltage. So if it is being charged, you will see a reading in the current section, and by the time you multiply the reading in the current section and the voltage, you get the power rating. So we are going to make some attempts at doing that shortly. Then this point is more like the state of charge of the battery in percentage. So as a first-time user, like if you are just installing this for the first time, it's best you charge your battery up until the battery is full. Okay, and then you can click here to set it. So by the time the battery is full, you just state 100%, so that it will start reading from there. Then you confirm. Okay, good. Then you also need to manually input the capacity of the battery in amp hours. So you can already have done that. It is 100 amps, so I don't need to do that anymore. So it has been preset to 100 amps, and the state of charge is currently set to 100%. Okay, so as the battery is getting discharged, it will also be dropping. Then this point talks about the total consumption from the battery in kilowatts hour. Okay, then here we have the temperature reading. So remember, we connected our temperature cord cable, so it is the temperature of the room. Then battery left, so it is showing dash because nothing is coming into the battery and nothing is leaving the battery. So the battery is currently not charged and the inverter is currently not on to discharge the battery. Okay, and here also we see the estimated AH value. So we want to, let me clear all data, let me click accumulated data so we can start afresh. So everything will read 00. So now we have cancelled it, is now reading 00. Okay, so before we put on the inverter and just put on some load and do some testing, so just to mention that this inverter is connected to this 12.8 volts lithium battery. So we have several test videos on this battery, Power Mister 100 amp hour 12.8 volts lithium battery. Okay, So let us put on the inverter and see what it is reading. So the inverter is on now. So as you can see the power consumption of the inverter, and you can also see the amps pool of the inverter from the battery. Okay, and you can also see the voltage. So now we want to put on this television set here, so that we can also see how it reads. Okay, so but just to mention, at this current load, you can see how much hours you have left from the battery. You have around 175 hours. So assuming you just keep this inverter on, you don't put on any other thing, it will last you for around 170 hours. Okay, but we want to put on the television now. So we are going to do so by, let's switch on off the inverter first. Oops. Okay, so it's on now. Okay, so the TV, all right, so the TV is on now. So let us see what the inverter, or rather what the battery monitor is reading. So we are currently doing 89.40 watts. So I think I need to actually place something on the TV so that it will come on. Okay. So it's connected here now. Okay, so now let's see. So it's currently doing almost 90, or rather over 90 watts. Okay, so it's pulling 90 watts. So it's pulling over 90 watts, and you can see how many hours this battery would last us on this load. It will last us around approximately 15 hours. Okay, yeah. So one thing I want to do now is, so we can also see the battery voltage, which is quite close with the voltage that we have here, reading here. So I want to do something now. I'm going to pause the video very briefly, okay, so I can connect the charger and see how, like, what happens when the battery is charging and we are still discharging. Okay, but just to give you some upfront information, so what is coming in, okay, will subtract what is going out, and at the end of the day we'll get the value that is being used to charge the battery. So I'm going to pause the video now. Okay, so we have connected this charger. So we want to use this charger. So this is a 12 volts 20 amps lithium battery charger. Okay, so already I've connected it, but I want to mention something I spoke about initially. So remember I said if you connect this alligator clip here on the battery directly, okay, the charger will still charge the battery. However, you will not get the readings from the on the monitor. Okay, so let's do it. Let's switch back the TV on. Okay, so the TV is switched back on now. So we're getting a reading shortly. Then let us so the TV is on. As you can see, the reading there is almost 90 watts. So you see now that the battery is charging, but there's nothing is happening on the monitor because it's not seeing it. So that's why you need to connect this negative part here. You need to connect it here, okay, so that it can be in contact with the inverter and it will pick readings on the battery monitor. So let's do that now. So we need to, okay, so the battery is charging once again. So now you can now see the reading here. So you can see the reading here, okay. So from what you can see here, you see that the battery is getting charged at 13.72 amps. Okay, so it actually should be almost 20 amps, but because the battery is full, and it is also being discharged. Okay, so that is why you are getting 13.74. Otherwise, it should be at 20 or exactly 20. Okay, so then you can also see the power rating 190. So it is the multiplication of this voltage and these amps that has given us this power rating. Okay, so by the time we switch off this TV now, you would see what the actual amps that the battery is currently charging at will be. Okay, so I'm going to put it off. So you can see it has jumped up immediately. So it is currently charging at 20 amps, just as we mentioned, and the power has also come up. So this is the power at which it is charging, okay, but it was lesser because it was also being discharged at the moment. Okay, so the idea is, if what is coming in through the charger to charge the battery is more than what is going out, then of course the battery is going to be charged. You see a reading here, the battery is going to be charged, and you are going to be using your appliances at the same time. So let us do it again. Let's put on the TV and let's see what it reads. Okay, so it has gone down further. So it's going down further because the battery is actually full, as you can see from, oh, battery is low. So the battery is actually full, as you can see, 14.3 volts. So it's actually full at 14.6 volts. Okay, so what is coming in now is lesser because most of them is being used to power the TV. Yeah, so that is just basically how it works. I hope this clarifies and helps you understand this battery monitor. Okay, thank you very much.